If you're ambitious but somehow still stuck, this video is for you. You don't lack dreams, you lack momentum. You think about building wealth, freedom, and control over your time, but most days you feel tired before you even start. You tell yourself, I'll work harder tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. And here's the uncomfortable truth most people never hear. The reason you're not wealthy yet is not because you're lazy, and it's definitely not because you don't work hard enough. It's because you're thinking about money the same way everyone else does. The top 1% don't win by working non-stop. They don't rely on motivation. They don't wake up energized every day either. They think differently. And once you see how they think, you'll realize something shocking. Wealth isn't built by effort alone. It's built by structure, leverage, and decisions made when motivation is low. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why hardworking people stay broke and why the 1% get richer even when they are not working in the traditional sense. Most people miss this. The average person believes money comes from effort, more hours, more grind, more sacrifice. That thinking has a ceiling. The 1% see effort differently. They see effort as a setup phase, not the end game. They ask a different question, not how hard can I work, but how long will this effort keep paying me? A salaried job pays once, an asset pays repeatedly. That's why two people can work equally hard yet end up in two different financial realities.
One trades time for money forever. The other uses time once to build something that keeps producing. Here's where things go wrong. Most people never stop trading hours for income. The 1% obsess over decoupling time from money. That single shift changes everything. The second difference is how they think about laziness. You've probably felt this. You want to save more, invest, build a skill, but the task feels huge, overwhelming, exhausting. So your brain avoids it. The 1% don't label this as laziness. They understand it as friction. When something feels heavy, the brain resists. This isn't a mindset issue, it's biology. So instead of forcing motivation, they redesign the environment. They make the right action easier than the wrong one. Automatic investing, default saving, simple systems. Most people rely on willpower. The 1% rely on systems, and systems don't care how you feel that day. Think about this for a second. If your financial progress depends on motivation, you'll always stall. But if it depends on automation, you move forward even on bad days. That's not laziness, that's intelligence. The third difference is how they handle big goals. The average person sees wealth as one massive leap. Someday I'll be rich, someday I'll invest, someday I'll start. The 1% break money goals into embarrassingly small actions. They don't plan to build wealth. They plan to increase 1 percentage point, reduce one expense, improve one process. Here's the psychological trick. Small actions don't trigger fear. Writing one line feels safe. Saving $1 feels harmless. Investing a tiny amount feels manageable. But consistency compounds faster than motivation ever could. Most people quit because the goal feels too far away. The 1% never feel overwhelmed because they're only focused on the next small move.
This is where discipline actually comes from. Not pressure, not intensity, momentum. And momentum comes from small wins repeated daily. The fourth difference is how they see income. Most people want one perfect income source, the perfect job, the perfect business idea. They wait. The 1% don't wait. They stack. Multiple income streams, some small, some boring, some scalable. They understand something crucial. You don't need one big win. You need many small, asymmetric bets. Most won't work, a few will, and those few change your life. This is why they start before they feel ready, because waiting for confidence is expensive. Confidence comes after results, not before. If you're ambitious but stuck, this is probably where you're losing time. You're trying to pick the perfect path instead of starting a simple one. The fifth difference is how they think about effort versus leverage. Hard work matters, but leverage multiplies it. Leverage can be capital. Leverage can be skills. Leverage can be technology. Leverage can be people. The 1% always ask, how can this scale without me? Most people ask, how much more can I do? That's a dangerous question because effort has limits, leverage doesn't. This is why creators, investors, and business owners think differently than employees. It's not arrogance, it's math. One video can reach millions, one system can serve thousands, one investment decision can compound for decades. The 1% chase leverage, not exhaustion. The sixth difference is how they deal with starting. They know the hardest part is not working, it's beginning. So they use rules. The 2-minute rule, the minimum viable effort, the smallest possible action that moves things forward.
They don't say, I'll work for 3 hours. They say, I'll start for 2 minutes. Because starting rewires resistance. Once momentum kicks in, effort feels lighter. Most people wait to feel ready. The 1% start while feeling unprepared. And this applies directly to money. Reading one page about investing beats waiting years to feel confident. Saving a tiny amount beats waiting for a higher salary. Learning one concept beats planning forever. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. The seventh difference is how they think about failure. Most people fear failing financially. They fear mistakes. They fear regret, so they freeze. The 1% expect failure. They budget for it. They know mistakes are tuition, not proof of stupidity. They don't ask, what if this fails? They ask, what will I learn if it does? This mindset removes emotional pressure, and when pressure disappears, action increases. Ironically, this is why they fail less over time. They fail faster, smaller, cheaper. Most people avoid mistakes and make none. The 1% make many and grow quickly. The final difference is how they measure success. Most people measure money emotionally. How do I feel compared to others? Am I behind? Am I successful yet? The 1% measure progress mechanically. Net worth over time, cash flow, skill accumulation, optionality. They don't chase validation, they track trajectory. This keeps them calm during slow periods and dangerous during compounding periods. Because once momentum builds, it accelerates quietly. This is the part nobody posts online, the boring middle, the slow accumulation, but that's where wealth is actually built. Let's bring this together. If you're ambitious but feel lazy, you're not broken, you're just using the wrong strategy. The 1% don't rely on motivation, they rely on structure. They don't think in massive leaps, they think in small repeatable actions. They don't chase hard work, they chase leverage. They don't wait to feel ready, they start small and adjust. And most importantly, they understand this. Consistency beats intensity. Systems beat willpower. Thinking beats effort. You don't need to transform your life overnight. You need to change how you think about money today. Start smaller than you think you should. Automate what you can. Remove friction. Track progress, not feelings. Your ambition is not the problem. It's your approach. And once that shifts, everything else follows. If this video helped you see money differently, stay on this journey with me. Subscribe because we are not here to get rich fast. We are here to think clearly, act calmly, and build wealth that lasts. And I want to know this. What's one small financial action you'll take today after watching this? Drop it in the comments. That's how real progress begins.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more inspiring content. See you in the next one.